Hi, St. Thomas parents. I hope you're hanging in there, taking it a day at a time. I read something beautiful this morning that asked us to remember that through all of this, some of us are in a sprinkle, that we're sitting at home, we're relaxing, we're pausing, we're taking time with our children and enjoying new activities together. Others of us are in storms where it feels like the rain is torrential and the clouds are black and we're working day and night to try to get through it. And so others of us are experiencing a hurricane right now where the roof feels like it's about to blow off at any moment. No matter which of those stages you're in currently, know that it is okay. And if you are in need of help, please reach out to us at the church. We are happy and willing and wanting to help you in any way that we can. To that, I wanted to share with you a few books this morning that I thought might be helpful during this time. The first is this book by Archbishop Desmond Tutu. It's a children's Bible book, and it is one of my favorites. It has beautiful pictures that are all different. Each story is illustrated in a different way, and I find that to be very beautiful. The second is called The Liturgy of the Ordinary. Now, this book takes simple things like making your bed, brushing your teeth, eating leftovers, sitting in traffic, and it takes them and it makes them sacred. It helps us to slow down and think through the things that we do on a daily basis and make them holy. The next book is called Bless This Mess. Now, if you're anything like me, mess certainly describes a lot of your life. With 5 kids, there is definitely mess in this house and in this yard and in my mind a lot of the time. This book is written by a pastor, a minister, a priest, as well as a child psychologist. And they together work through so many of the things that we struggle with on a day-to-day basis. In this book, you will find things such as how to fight and forgive, how to talk to kids about money and stuff like that, how to follow Jesus, going beyond the talk, as well as how to turn holidays back into holy days. I highly recommend this book as a way of calming our minds about our mistakes in parenthood, as well as wonderful tips on day-to-day things. The final book I want to share with you is called Faithful Families. Now, this book is one that I am going to start giving as baptismal gifts. I had just purchased 2 and I was so excited to give them out for our Easter baptisms. That will have to wait, but in the meantime, know that this book should be on everyone's bedside table, everyone's kitchen. It is a fabulous book. It is filled to the brim on every page with things like this: how to make a nighttime blessing out of bedtime every single night, how to have a family sunrise breakfast for Easter, feeding the birds for Earth Day. It has chapters on the daily office, the morning and evening prayers, on waiting, which in this time is so much more difficult to do, how to deal with death, how to have a family ceremony around divorce. There are 2 that I wanted to share with you specifically today. The first one is about anxiety. Now, all of our children are experiencing anxiety in new and different ways right now. So this one is about how to wash away worries. It asks you to sit down on a sidewalk or a front porch or a fence with your children and take some sidewalk chalk and to write out your anxieties, to talk about what it is that you're anxious about, your worries, your concerns, to write them down in chalk. And then together with a bucket or sponges or a water hose to wash them away. To really cast those cares onto Jesus and wash them away. If you'd like more information on this, please send me an email or drop a note. I'd be happy to give you more about this. The second one that I wanted to share with you today is what to do in a tragedy. We are certainly experiencing a tragic moment right now worldwide. And this specific chapter invites you to create a bird like this and to sit down with your children, to share with them Psalm 91:4, which says, God will cover you with God's feathers, and under God's wings you can hide. So it asks you to sit down and talk with your children about what's going on in the world on a appropriate level. To say, today you may have heard a little bit about the coronavirus. I never thought that I would hear coronavirus so frequently off of my children's lips. And then to say, I want you to know that you are safe and protected. Sometimes I want you to snuggle up like a mommy or daddy bird. And then share that verse with your children. And then hand out an outline or create one together and give them any kinds of materials that you might find around your house. Feathers, glue, crayons, markers, pieces of paper, flowers from your yard. And together decorate a bird. At the end, it asks you to write the Bible verse under each bird and hang them up somewhere in your house as a reminder that children are safe. To then snuggle and your children give them hugs and say, you are like my baby birds, and I will always do everything I can to make sure that you are safe. I love you. What a beautiful thing to do in a time when our children are suffering with anxiety and we ourselves are scared about how to protect them and keep them safe. To remind each other that as we snuggle up together, we are also snuggling up with God. Please feel free to reach out to me. I am happy and willing to help you in any way possible, even if it's just a venting session. Peace be with you, my friends.